Okay, so today I thought I would do something a little differently. I haven't used this blender, the Pink & Mane blender yet. And so I thought I would do like a live testing of it for my technique short today. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to use Catherine Pooler inks. I just chose a random one that was sitting there. It's the Something Borrowed color. I really like this color. So let's see. I'm just going to swipe the brush over it and try to load it up evenly. Now I do have a rectangle on my brush head, so I don't know if that's going to affect the usage or not. So I'm just going to kind of try and swirl the color around before I take it to the paper. So I'm just going to put it down because I want to see if you get a mark from setting it down or not. And you do. You do get a mark from setting it down. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this. Let me zoom in a bit. It's really bright on my screen, but I don't know if it's that bright in real life. So I'm just going to swipe some more color on and just start circling like how I would normally. And then try to lay the color down. So I am getting some weird dark lines and stuff. And I don't really know. Just for contrast's sake, I'm going to put this up to the top and grab my little ink brush, and this is how I would normally do it. I would have a spare piece of cardstock, and I would just tap the extra ink off on the top, and then I would just really gently rub it around. Now, I am getting a smoother, more consistent blend with my Tailored Expression brush. I don't know if that's just because I'm more comfortable using them. Could be. So this is one color pickup application with the Tailored Expression, and this is one with the Pink & Mane. So I did get these weird like smears and stuff. I'm going to try something else. So I'm just going to rub as much color off as I can. It did stain my brush a little bit. I'm just going to tap it on a baby wipe and then rub some more off and see if I can't So I'm just cleaning it how I would my Vicki Boutin brush, stencil brush. I'm just rubbing it on a baby wipe lightly, and then I'll see. So I am getting a bit more color coming off of it. So I'm also getting little fibers. Oh, you know what? I bet that's from the baby wipe. I don't think that's from the brush itself. I bet that's from the baby wipe. Okay, so I'm going to try a bigger ink pad and see if that makes a difference. And I'm going to use not that color. It was a really dark color. Okay, I'm going to use Lagoon ink from Close to My Heart. Just happens to be another blue ink. Teal ink. So I'm going to swirl it around just a little bit. I didn't swirl it too much. I'm just going to very lightly set it down on the paper. Let's see if I do it really, really lightly, if that makes a difference. So I am still getting a mark from where I set it down though, and I barely set it onto the paper. Okay, let's see if I can't get rid of that by just blending more ink over top of it. Okay, so you do get a really, really pale color payoff. Like, I'm not sure how much you'll be able to see that on camera, you don't get a lot of ink. Like, I think you'd really have to build up the color with this brush. So you definitely get more color payoff from the smaller brush. Now this is the large size of this. There is a smaller one, but I don't have it. I just have the large size. Okay, so it did work better with the bigger ink pad. So this is the Lagoon ink. That's how it blended it out. I don't know if it'll focus because there's like nothing to focus. And then this is the Tailored Expressions brush. And that's the Pink and Main brush. Now I'm going to try one more thing. I just have to put that where there's no other. I'm just going to use the back of my scratch paper here because this is just trial and error here. See what works and what doesn't work. I'm just going to grab a stencil. So I have, oh, I got ink all over my finger. I have a really big mandala stencil here. I'm just going to try it and see how it does inking through stencil, especially a stencil like this where you can kind of like go off. Let me show you. Let me explain what I'm doing here. So, okay, my stencil and paper have shifted significantly. Let's line these back up. There we go. Okay. So with this stencil, there's a big covered area here in the middle of the mandala part. So I'm taking the brush and starting it there, and then I'm pushing it off onto the paper part. And then you can even pick up that color off of the slippery stencil and blend it out even further. So I do think it works better for this than it did just trying to blend color onto a blank sheet of paper. Okay. So that's using it through stencil. I like it. I don't have anything really to say except it doesn't blend very well just on its own. I think if you want to just blend on your own, these brushes are the way to go. Obviously this will give you more area on the paper that you're blending with, so it's definitely something to think about. I'm just going to try and clean off the excess ink. I also know with my Vicki Boutin stencil brush, with my, I don't have one to hand, I'll just give it a quick blast with the water from my spray bottle and then just, you know, rub off that way. So just one quick blast. This is actually, it might be good for this brush because there's a tiny bit of leave-in conditioner left in here, just whatever was left in the bottle. So one quick blast, or two because I missed it the first time, and then just gently swirling it off on the paper just to get whatever color is left on there. So it did stain a little bit, but not bad. That was probably from the Catherine Pooler ink because they stain. So all in all, really nice product. Happy with it. I like that it has a little holder and it snaps right in there. Comes out easily. Yeah, definitely a fun little tool that I'm glad I picked up from my local scrapbook store. So thank you for watching this real-time review of the Pink and Main. I think it's called Ergonomic Blending Brush. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll be back to see you all soon. Bye bye.